Well, good afternoon. So Dave Langsather back again. We're tuning a violin fingerboard. And this particular example has gone through steps A and B. And step B was to make all three areas the same. So this is by itself the same, that's by itself the same, that by itself is the same. In part B we made this, no, I'm all the same. Okay, now we're going to get it up to the frequency we want. And so we look at our design goals. F for fingerboard, 227.5 is what we'd like the surface. Anywhere we tap this on the outside here, we want it to be 227.5. So, remember to start my timer. Okay, let's see what this one is. So to do that, we're just going to tap right in the acoustical center here and just listen. So it's going up the stairs here, and this is level. It's roughly 220. So we want the whole thing to come up from 220 to 227.5, which means that both to raise the ends, we're going to remove some material, and again go from the acoustical center down to the area of the two ends like that. So the material we remove in this area affects that. The material we remove in this area affects this. And so we're just going to so this is pretty even, so we'll start on this side. Both sides have to come up the same amount. So what we're going to do then is remove material starting at the acoustical center, going over the line, not going over this line. So we're just going to carefully scrape a little bit off heading those lines, and we'll just keep going down this way. Try to do this evenly as we can, and then over this way we're going to stay again within the lines and head back up. Again, not crossing over the mode 5 lines. And if you need to, you can reestablish those. Let's see how we're doing here for pitch. Now, 227 is half what we want. Very close. So on this one, the two ends are right in this middle area here is low, and that means the same comparison means that's going to be extra high. So we're going to go ahead and move this material down that way. And we're going to start in that too high area. And then we'll go equally down. Staying within our little triangle. And we'll start here and go back. Okay, let's see how we're doing now. Again, if this is here, that's there, the acoustical center will be halfway. So you want to keep bringing this up, and we'll check it for evenness. Right there it's low. So again, on the line from there up, we'll find there's a little high spot in the same proportional area. Okay, come back here, come back the other way. Let's see how we're doing now. So all we're interested in this part, part C, of tuning the fingerboard is tuning the goal to our tap tone goal, which is 227.5 for all full-size violins. And I'm not sure, but I think this might be the frequency for all violin family instruments. Now we're just going to just listen, don't talk to ourselves. I'm going to start low and just tap up and just listen. Up the stairs, down the stairs, level. Up the stairs, down the stairs. So we're about 231, so we're a little bit high. And the way, if we're too high, we simply take a little bit off each end. So in the bottom part of the tone, this is just slightly higher. So I'm going to take some sandpaper, again, don't touch, go over the mode 5 line. And we're just going to evenly just give it a little light sanding here. Okay, see how we did. Okay, so the acoustical center will pick up the average up here. Okay, so I think we can say that these three areas match. And they're all 227.5. So it's got a nice ring to it, which is what we want. But of course, we haven't done anything with this area yet. And that'll be in part D, finding and correcting uneven areas. So I think that's for part C. Goal was to make the three areas equal and to be at the tap tone frequency 227.5.